So you want to get into shooting film, but you don't have any idea where to start. When I started shooting film, I had this struggle of finding all the information in one place, so I hope this guide will help you when you're getting started. I think the first thing you should do is get a film camera, of course. Getting a film camera in today's world isn't that straightforward. It depends heavily on where you live. Your progress of getting a film camera is something as follows. First of all, you should go and ring your relative's doorbell and ask if they have an old film camera lying around. Probably the easiest and the cheapest way to get one. The last way, and probably the most reliable way, is to just buy a film camera, used or refurbished or something. Depending on where you live, you could check out eBay or your local online marketplaces. I bought this from Camera Store, which is a Finnish marketplace that sells old film cameras and film gear and stuff, and they refurbish all of the cameras. I got this camera. This is a Forced Reflex CTL. It's nothing fancy. It's not a Canon, it's not a Nikon. It's as bare bones of a camera as you can get, but it gets the job done, and it's in pretty good shape, and it's a brick. You could probably murder someone with this. This camera and the lens combo, I paid around 60 or 70 euros, which is pretty cheap. Film camera prices have been going up. If you're already a photographer and you want to try film, get an SLR. And that is if you're comfortable using manual controls. If you know all of the things about aperture and shutter speed and how that affects your photos, then great. If, however, you're a person that has a digital camera and you use it on auto mode, or you shoot with your phone or something like that, then I would highly recommend, before getting a film camera, get your hands on a digital SLR and learn to use it in the manual mode. You can find tons of guides online on what aperture does, what shutter speed does to your photos. You really should know. If, for example, you're a person who just likes to shoot on their phone or has picked up one of those use once, throw it away film cameras, if you don't want to get a full SLR, get a film point and shoot. I can tell you this is 100 times better than any single-use camera you can get. And the great part about point and shoots is that they are absolutely everywhere. Go to a thrift shop, go on eBay, go on your parents' attic or something, and you'll probably find a film point and shoot like this. This is a Canon point and shoot. It's nothing special. It's really basic. You don't have to know anything about photography. You just point it at things, look through the viewfinder and snap, and it works. And the pictures you can get with this are miles better than anything a single-use camera can give you. So cool, now you got a film camera. Next up on your list is getting some film. For the first roll you're gonna put through your camera, I recommend something very cheap. For me, the cheaper films I can get here are Kodak Color Plus 200 and Fuji C200. So next up, go out and shoot. With lower ISO films like ISO 200, you probably should be shooting outside when it's sunny, or when it's at least bright outside. Now you shot your roll, and here comes the part that really differs with the country you're in. Some countries still have local labs that develop your film. You can just Google around for film development in your area. If you live in bigger cities, you probably can find some place that will develop your film. If you don't find any place that will develop your film, you can always use some services that you mail your film into, and they will then process it for you. And I would highly recommend, if your lab has any option of you to get scans of your film, do it, because that's the easiest form of you to get a digital picture of your film photos that you can then share online. Then when your film gets developed, you end up with these. There are some places that offer you to get your film back after it's developed. Some places just throw your film away. I think getting your film back is pretty good, because then you can store it, and if you like 10 years down the road want to scan it again and see what you captured, then you can still do that. I would advise everyone that's even a little bit interested to try shooting film, because it's very fun and it really teaches you a lot about photography. So I hope this video helped you in some way. If you liked it, leave a like down below and subscribe to my channel, and yeah, that's it. See you next time.